What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and today we're going to talk about why you're so clingy, why you're so needy. Maybe someone says something to you, maybe, just maybe. Someone said that you're clingy, you need to back the fuck off, so you're watching this video. And if they did, there's nothing wrong with that. I think we're all clingy or needy at one point in our life. I remember I was. I'm actually a great example of someone who was extremely clingy to not clingy at all anymore. And when I say extremely clingy, I mean like I would sit on Facebook with her message thing popped up, waiting for her to message me, and I would not get off until that green light next to her name, that green dot was next to her name was gone, right? So she was offline. Then I would actually go to bed, and it didn't matter if I fucking worked at 4 in the morning. I would stay up until then. And then when I was at work, I was always checking my phone. It was that bad. Well, actually, it was really hard to check it back then because this was almost 10 years ago. You didn't have all this fancy shit nowadays, right? Where you can just pop it up and see if they're online. And you know, like they message you or something with instant messenger. They didn't have any of that, but it was still horrific, man. And if that's how you are, I want to kind of give you more insight on it, because I wish I had a video that helps me with my cleanliness. And so what I want to do with this video, my main goal and purpose is to kind of identify why you're that way, okay? Like, why are people clingy? Why are people needy? And it's going to be your job to kind of backtrack and to do some self, therapy and figure out why you're that way. So the first thing I want to get on is that you need to understand that all human emotions, all goals of humans, I don't care what you think or what you are, this is way beyond your ego, what you even see or you're aware of, right? All human emotions, actions, anything is based on the goal of approval and happiness, and those kind of go hand to hand, okay? We are a tribalistic species. We have to be accepted and loved by somebody, and it has to be somebody important, right? For example, if I want to want to go off and do whatever, and there's a ping pong tournament over there, and I'm talking to them, and they think, oh, I'm an asshole, I don't like him. I'm not going to give a shit, because I don't give a shit about anything. I don't give a shit about ping pong, right? However, if you all were like, oh, he's a shitty ass coach, he's a fake, he's a fraud, he's a dick, he's an asshole, whatever, that's going to mean something to me. Now, don't say that, please. But that's going to mean something to me because I'm passionate and I care a lot about what I do. So the same thing happens with this man or woman or whatever you're interested in, right? You feel like you need this acceptance from this person because this person means a lot to you. And the reason we're like that, the word tribalistic, is because it's in our nature. It helps our survival and replication. As you always hear me talk about, I say in every fucking video that the goal of every species is survive and replicate. When you're in a tribalistic atmosphere, or just a tribe in general, a cult, or whatever you want to call it, your chances of survival and replication go up because you're accepted. You have a team, a community, you have partners, teamwork, things like that. And it's an extension of yourself, because these are people who are into the same things you are, and so forth. It's not just you anymore, because back then, if it was just you in the wild, whatever, crazy Amazon, whatever, right, you're gonna die. You're gonna fucking die. You ain't gonna live on your own, okay? But when you're in a tribe, it's a lot more. You have a higher success rate and replication rate. So that's number one. Number two would be the fact that you're trying to fill a void. Like I said before, you're always trying to seek approval. You're always trying to seek happiness. And I think one of the reasons, or the shortcuts to happiness, is to fill a void instead of actually working on the problem. And whatever the void is, that's your thing. You got to work on that. But you need to know that the reason you're trying to, or you need to know what the void is. Okay, you need to know, why do I like this person so much? Do I have a lack of options? Can I not pull someone this attractive again? Are there not any guys in my area? So I feel like this is the only time, my only chance, my only opportunity. Am I getting too old? Does him liking me validate that, or to help me feel more attractive? Things like that. And I think those are important things to ask yourself and important things to know, because you need to know where your confidence and your self-esteem stands. And if it's in somebody else, then you truly need to work on yourself and think of a game plan to eliminate that, to eliminate your attachment to someone else. Because for me, let me give you a great example. The reason I was so attached to this girl is because I was new in the area. I was new. She was my only friend. I was off to college, and she was the first attractive girl I saw in college. I was like, oh hell yeah, So I was getting that college experience with her, and our social circles were the same. And she was the person I put a lot of my time and energy into, again, because I didn't have anybody else. So I felt like when I lost her, not only did I lose my social circle, but I lost my college experience at that time, like my freshman, sophomore year, whatever year it was. I lost it at that time, because if I lost her, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm going to sit inside and do nothing, because I had nobody else, because I was new to the area, and I couldn't go out, because if I go out and I saw her and her friends, it would have been awkward, and I would have had all those feelings coming back and shit like that. So that was the reason I was so attached to her. And again, I wanted to fill that void, so I used her to fill the void of my college experience and my social life, and I used her as my crutch, basically. And of course, finally, what I like to call the blueprint theory, which is where we all have, in the far distant future, we all have this dream of living a certain life, right? Maybe you want a white picket fence. Maybe you want a nice, strong, handsome man, a good job where you can travel, a dog, 2 kids, health, perfect, whatever, right? Perfect family. Now, when you don't get that, you start to stress. You start to freak out. You start to think, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Now, you might not think that, like you might not be aware of that, but subliminally and subconsciously, your brain knows that. Okay, you have to make a game plan, and a lot of people worry about the future so much. So when you're not with this guy, you're thinking, holy shit, my blueprints, my perfect life in the future, it's not going to work out. And then you start to panic and you start to cling to this guy. Again, that's how I was. I always thought, holy shit. And now this wasn't way in the future, but like I said, the previous statement, or number 2, I was saying, if I'm not with this girl, oh my God, my college experience is going to be gone. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do that, which was totally fucking wrong, dude. After her, I found someone 10 times better, who was fucking awesome as hell, who gave me the best college experience in my life. Not that I put my college experience in women, but I mean, this was a really cool girl. I can honestly say I dated someone fucking awesome in college, and I didn't just go through it all banging women and shit like that, like everyone does. But I had my moments, but still, that's another story. This girl meant a lot to me, and she made all the difference and stuff like that. So I don't want you thinking like, just because this one person doesn't like you, that your whole life is over. And that might be I truly believe that's the reason a lot of people are needy or clingy, is because they have a lack of options, or they feel like this is the best option they can get at that time. Because I guarantee it, if this guy breaks up with you, and then let's say some hot guy, I don't know, whatever girls like nowadays, some hot actor, XYZ, ABC, Ryan Gosling, let's say Ryan Gosling, that's a good looking motherfucker. Let's say he comes into your life and he's seriously like, hey, you want to be my girlfriend? You're gonna fucking flip shit. You're gonna get all red, giggly, stomach's gonna fucking curl, your legs gonna get, or butterflies, your legs gonna get fucking weak, and you're gonna probably collapse, right? Then you're gonna wake up in his fucking arms, whatever it is. If that happened to you, that guy that you were previously with is history. Who gives a shit? So that's why I think a lot of people are clingy, because they have the lack of options, or they think that's the best they can get, and they don't have the confidence in themselves. Oh, actually, that's another one. They don't have the confidence. Oh, that was my problem, at least. They don't have the confidence in themselves that they believe that they can go out and redo that, or re-get that person, or re-get another person, or attract someone even better. So with that being said, listen to those 3 things, ladies. Don't let any guy dictate your happiness, your approval ratings, your future, your experience, or anything like that. It's all complete fucking bullshit. You're only needy because you're needy in your own self. I guess your self-loathing problems. I don't mean that in a negative way, because I've been there, done that, and I totally understand that you can't. It's not something that's like, just get over it, right? It's like telling a depressed person to stop being depressed. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's fucking impossible. So with that being said, there you guys go. There's 3 things that help you get over your neediness and clinginess. Hopefully they help you all. Love you. Peace.